Hey, have you seen Wonder Woman or WW84? Well, today I want to do a quick psychological review of the movie, kind of taking the message and helping you learn from this kind of fun story. Check it out. Hi, I'm Brett, licensed psychotherapist and executive director for The Gathering. The Gathering of Good People is a nonprofit dedicated to helping you emotionally heal through personal growth. And that's what we're going to learn today as we look at Wonder Woman. We're going to learn about personal growth. So I hope you've seen it. If you haven't seen it, this review is probably just going to be a big spoiler for you. So check it out, because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Let's go through kind of the highlights of what the message was. Well, I think there's a couple different messages in the movie. And I think the first message is that gratitude is greater than greed. That's kind of a general umbrella message that we saw in the movie. But I think more specifically, what Diana was learning, what she was teaching us through the movie, was that everything comes with a cost. And we need to be aware of that, because we can't have our goals so high or so critical that we lose who we are. And I think that was really the main story, the main message in the story, was have goals. Go for what you want in life, but don't lose who you are in the process. Right? Can you see that that was the theme, really? Well, I'm not 100% sure why it was all set in 1984. And maybe some people can make some comments below and let me know kind of why that time period. But I think in that time period, what was going on was there was a lot of positive thinking and a lot of kind of The Secret was really becoming popular in that time. And there was a lot of gurus that were focusing on, hey, if you can dream it, you can have it. And that was really the message of the villain, the bad guy, the con artist, whoever you want to see him, was that, hey, if you can dream it, if you can wish it, it can happen. And what he wasn't saying in that process was there's a cost. Everything has a cost to it. And so I think that's really what the story was trying to tell us. Be aware. Have dreams, have goals, have desires for yourself, but be aware that it doesn't cost you your integrity. It doesn't cost you your own self-worth and value. And we see that really at the very, very beginning of the movie, when little Diana is out there, part of the Olympics, with all these other, adult Amazon women, and she almost wins it, really. And she's stopped only at the very end by her trainer because she took a shortcut. She took a shortcut that disqualified her, that actually had her miss a segment of the race. And it's that missing the segment, that shortcut she took, that took her out of the race. And the encouragement at the end by her coach and by her mom was, hey, you have greatness inside of you. It's going to come out. Believe it's there. Trust it's there. Know it's there and be patient. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't look for easy answers. Don't look for quick fixes, because it ultimately is going to take away your truth. And that was the message to little Diana as she lost the Olympics. I don't think that little girl really understood the message. By the grimacing face on her, she was mad, she was upset. All she wanted was what she wanted. And she didn't care. She didn't care how she got it. Not in that moment, because of her own immaturity. And I think that's what played out through the rest of the movie, is that people were making wishes. People were seeking, something that they wanted secretly, and what they wanted at a cost. It changed who they were. Everybody became contaminated and tainted by their ambitions. Their ambitions compromised their truth. And at the end of the day, you got to be true to you. At the end of the day, you have to be yourself. And you have to be honest with who you are in terms of that's where greatness is. I think in the very beginning of the movie, she's about to run the race, little Diana, and her coach looks at her, trainer looks at her and says, hey, go out there, do your best, but understand greatness doesn't always look the way you think it does. And that's the message to you and me, is that we look at our lives and we think more. And that's really what the movie was about. I want more, I want more, I want more. And whatever we had wasn't enough. And I really think that that's true. When we talk about needs and wants, I always look at the first three psychological needs. The first one's safety, the second one is our desires, and the third one is belonging. And that's what everybody wanted. They wanted stuff, they wanted material things, and they wanted belonging, they wanted connection. But what we'll see over and over again in our own lives is that our psychological needs, those first three needs, they don't really meet our needs. They don't really satisfy us. And we just end up wanting more and more and more. Where we find our integrity, where we find our truth, where we find really satisfaction in life is in the higher needs. The fourth need, which is our heart giving love, and our fifth need, which is our throat, our voice, which is being able to identify ourselves, to be able to speak our truth, be able to love ourselves, to value who we are. And I think that's what the lesson was teaching people how to get away from just your basic three psychological needs, your desires, belonging, all those kind of things, because ultimately that will not satisfy you. What's going to be satisfying is learning to love others and learning to love and appreciate you. That's where our goals should really be focused. And I think that's the message. So my homework assignment to you this day is do some writing, do some searching, soul searching. Look at who you are and look at, as you go through your goals, are you being true to yourself? Are you valuing yourself? And are you really focused on the real prize, which is loving others and basically learning how to love yourself? Because if you don't love yourself, you can have all that stuff like we saw in the movie. It's not going to satisfy. Learning how to love others and learning how to love yourself is where you're going to find that happiness that you're really searching for. So do some writing, do some journaling, make some comments below. Love to hear what your thoughts are about the movie and about my analysis of the movie. And come join the gathering of good people. Love to see you there. Again, I'm Brett R. Williams, licensed psychotherapist, and hopefully we'll talk soon.